I'm still like trying to get over the fact that I actually beat it.
Well, you did.
That was like the hardest thing. It was like hard as my right now. It's hard as diamonds.
The fuck, we need to know that.
I knew he was gonna say it as soon as you said hard as my. I'm gonna say it anyway. So.
I look so cool.
Hobby 2019.
Pretty much.
No, there's a clip that's called Hobby 2019.
Okay, here he goes. Here he goes. He's snapping already.
It's 7:40. It's after 7:40. It's 7:34. Shut.
Yeah, he's lost it. So basically, audience says that he just won Splatoon finally,
What's wrong with?
and now he's talking about. So
No, I turned off the stream.
no, mine's still on. I'm just doing the radio talk.
Oh wait, what?
Enjoy your Twitch fan there, mister.
I put it mature, so
we'll be fine as long as he has this intended for mature audiences. We'll be fine.
I did. At least I hope.
13-year-old in there, mommy. What?
Why would they even ask that?
It's for science class. Mom, where'd you hear that from? Oh, watching this cool stream. Listen to stream. Here's what they're hearing, and then back to the.
No, I'm going
My
through.
son listening to this. I'm like, guess what? You're a horrible parent.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you failed. We'll get him next time.
And now he's dead.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I need to find when the run to win started.
Like,
Oh, I didn't get to clip that actually. I should have clipped.
I'm clipping it right now. Like
It's going on your
the
Facebook.
run that I was doing.
so
It's definitely going on your Facebook.
what else?
It's going to my YouTube. It's going to my Facebook.
Yeah, he's clipping a bunch of nonsense, and later on, within the stream, you just hear.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Stop talking about that.
He was the one fucking.
No!
Yes, basically that, and
Second, what do you mean?
It's not good.
What dost thou mean?
I'm
pocket
inclined
and
to,
ball
you know.
tortureth?
Yeah, all right, enabled settings.
Hold on, I got this. I got
Roar of the
Yeah, I got it.
Slayer!
All right, so I did set it to.
Snacker.
No!
What's going on? What's going on? This I swear, his goddamn laugh is. I mean, you agree?
Oh my god, bruh.
What?
I'm still.
Yeah, he still has the giggles. That's what. Yeah, he died now.
Not even funny.
It's not even a pro moment at this point. What the actual is wrong with you?
Yeah, I wonder. What is ever wrong with him to cause him to be like this?
Baby shark. What? No, we're not doing that.
No,
Stop that.
I'm just no.
What the hell is this thing? Here, give me one
I
second.
What was that noise?
Hello?
There you go.
Hello.
You're back. Welcome back to the radio show. Now, what kind of nonsense you want to talk about today? And don't
I'm
you
eating
dare.
crackers.
There you go.
You're
I'm
smoking
doing a
crack?
podcast right now?
Oh, just doing a radio host show of this
Bruh, I
nonsense
can't.
of this
I
guy's
found
victory.
it. I found the bit.
Like
Can't
how
believe
we shall celebrate his victory so far.
Yeah, dude. I feel good.
I knew it. You good if I would. So
I'm just hearing you. I'm just listening to myself flip out right now.
yeah, but the thing is that okay, how do you? So how many attempts did it actually take for you? If you could actually make a wild ass guess.
50
what?
plus. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah, because like early
Because-
on you're like
okay.
yeah.
After the GTA stream and when I came back, I did that for nonstop. When I deafened myself, like that was after like my 10th attempt. When I deafened myself in the chat, so I could just focus. it was like about 50 plus of just. I did that for
That's what you get
almost
for running
2
in a
hours.
straight line.
Yeah, nearly 2 hours. And no, because like while you were talking to us, then later on you just went silent. That's when we all knew that you went like full on gamer mode right there. So.
But yeah, I'm like, I gamer stanced up like so many times that my neck began to hurt.
You know, I don't blame you. That was good. Yeah, we just then it got quiet. Then we're looking at your stream, and then later on when we come back here, you start tagging us. Then we just hear that freaking just laugh. But you know, I'm
I
happy.
started watching
What?
at literally the perfect time.
Yeah, you
that
came
was
at the
sick.
perfect time.
I could have
I
come at the perfect
technically
time.
came at the perfect time, just when he was just like celebrating. So a tad bit late, but
Well, no,
oh.
I saw like halfway through whatever he was doing. I'm like, oh, is this what he's been doing all morning? And then you won, and I'm like, oh wow, he's going insane, and it really hurts
Yes.
to watch this right now.
pretty much.
And I had to like lower the volume of the stream, and then I heard Cook's and Kopaka's voice, and I'm like, oh, are they in Kopaka's channel? And I was like, are you gonna die?
Well, not really. I kind of messaged him and say, "Hey, you in the?"
Well, whoever was in here.
Yeah. Okay, gotta add this to the wish.
I am a god.
How he feels right now. Now he can't breathe.
No, I can breathe. I'm just trying to find the part where I had the run, like the beginning of the run.
It just needs to say, "Oni-chan,
We have to find a way to lure him out of the stronghold. No, I'll just walk in there and kill him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Not gonna lie to you, man.
That's how it is. I was.
Like I just waltzed in. I was like, "Hey, you're the
Toasted
person I need to
crackers, toasted peanut butter crackers are the best.
Hold on, I gotta tell my dad this.
You sure?
Yes.
Papa,
Hello, Papa. Hey, guess what?
Shit, he's actually doing it.
Hey, Bounce.
No sauce.
I did it.
I don't think he knows what he's even talking about. No, don't start that. Don't start that.
No,
That's fun.
No, it's not fine.
I just walk up. He's like about to do a rep.
A wrap of what?
I actually don't. Thing is called.
eat Chex Mix, your
I'm
signature.
getting whiskey.
No, actually,
Yeah, I should. I don't even have Chex Mix. I haven't had my signature stack in such a while, man.
yeah, you should have got that. That would have been like an excellent.
Hey, I got Orville Reckenbacher popcorn, so I guess
Or
that's
Bill Redenbacher.
Yeah.
I don't care, Cook.
No, he cares.
I won. I got my tooth. What do you want?
I don't know what he wants. What more do you want, sir?
Oh my goodness.
What?
He's
astounded.
coming down from the high.
Yeah, dude. I'm just now calming down about this run.
Oh boy.
I think I found where it starts.
Where did it start? Where shall it start?
17 minutes in.
Alright.
He's coming down from the Mahoy.
What is this? What in the name of Tassadar?
What in the name of Hylia?
This man really said, "What in the name of Tassadar?"
Yes.
At this
Yeah.
point, I should say, "What in tarnation?"
There you
What
go.
in pylon fabrication?
No! Don't go that far.
What in standard deviation?
Weapon.
I'm gonna just post
What in
memes now.
left?
Man,
Again, what you
Shut-
on your left. No, jeez. This is what, okay, the history behind it was, while we were playing Rocket League, way back when, we came across this guy, I think so, yeah. I think. Or probably, yeah, it's most likely 2015. Yeah, we came across this other player, and his name was, like, legit, the scribble with my left. And once King actually saw that name, he was crying of
I was
laughter.
done, dude.
Yeah, he
I
was done.
Like,
He couldn't get up.
legitimately done.
And I think...
It was such the funniest name that I just kind of kept it as a joke.
Yeah, and then came a bonus. We actually, I think, earlier game or the previous or the after game.
I think it was the after game. We got somebody named Misty, and we were talking about Pokemon or something like that.
No, I was about to say that Kim Jong Un, and he was talking a bunch of
yeah.
nonsense. We couldn't even understand what he was saying. Like his mic was that poor, or it's just like Rocket League back then was like their mics was not all that great.
My popcorn's ready. Hold on.
That was fast. Man, I want to grab popcorn, but I'm eating chicken. I could just skip chicken just like that. Tired. I just want to grab popcorn. Is that even allowed?
Stab.
All right, there, sniper. Oh yeah, I forgot. We were actually playing. We were just playing TF2. Just like was it last month? Then all of a sudden we just stopped.
I guess other games took priority.
I'll just stream other movies while at.
Oh, he's alive again? Okay.
Alright, next time I should put an art theme or something. Whatever.
I have returned.
I'll come back.
Do you have this thing with awkward silences? Because every time it goes silent, you say, and someone else was about to say something. And no one else is talking.
Yeah, listen here. Like,
I don't know where
you have no idea how shaky my hands are right now. Like, if I were to go play Overwatch right now and play Widowmaker, I'd probably snap and miss.
Whoa, Overwatch, what a meme.
Yeah.
Dying game is dying.
Yeah, you were just saying that earlier, so.
It's sad though. It's a good game, but
No, it's not. They tried to make it competitive when it shouldn't have been competitive in the first place.
it's a good game outside of the competitiveness.
Yeah.
Let's build a competitive landscape and then kill the developmental scene to build players up for it. Building development sounds like a great idea, boss. I got on it right now. Minor League, you're fired.
Oh boy. What was that? And let's see how Overwatch 2 would it's
not going to be competitive. They're gearing it away from the competitive scene, which means they're going to probably once Overwatch this season ends, when they lose their ESPN deal and they lose a few of their sponsorship deals and they don't make their money back, a bunch of the original organizations are going to say, you know what? Cloud9's already done it. They got rid of all their expensive players.
Pretty much.
They're already getting ready to cut bait.
I don't know.
And how does Activision Blizzard respond? Call of Duty League.
Really?
Yes, $25 million buy-in.
Bruh.
It starts next year. How many other? Let's see.
I
COD.
don't even know any other competitive games that caught my interest.
That league. I don't think that league's gonna do well. That's just. I just. Call of Duty League. Let me see here. Teams. And they're by
You know what I
cities.
hope?
Atlanta FaZe, Chicago Huntsmen, which is NRG, Dallas Empire, which is Envy, I believe. Optic Gaming Los Angeles, Toronto Ultra. Who the f*** Toronto Ultra? Who the f*** is the New York Subliners?
What?
I'm trying to see which organizations.
Oh.
I hope that
Paris
one of my-
Legion, Atlanta FaZe, which is FaZe Clan.
I hope that Splatoon keeps its competitive scene.
I don't know. It depends how much money they're drawing.
We're done.
I mean, they have
Hey, Stefan.
Online.
We're just talking about gaming and future competitive gaming. What's your take on it?
No, I was talking about Overwatch dying.
Okay, that too.
Alright, who came in?
I wasn't aware there was a live talk show going on. I just wanted to wish you all Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Merry Christmas to you too, Stefan. How's yours, by the way, so far?
It was great. I got myself some whiskey rocks, so pretty happy.
Yes, this.
All right.
All right.
I drank. I need one. Calm my
Bobby.
hands down.
Drank. Sit down. Drank.
Bobby, you post drinks off
Drink.
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come on,
also,
Discord
has anyone
just
ever seen those like
froze.
anime where it's like an upscale bar and they got like ice in a sphere? It's like unlike an ice cube, but an ice sphere.
Not really.
I got myself one of those.
There's a heart in my spear.
No, it's not what you mean. But no,
Popcorn
I don't think so.
back.
I don't have one of those. You have a picture of it?
I could
Give
post
me
it
my
later. It's
popcorn.
basically just a mold that you pour water into, and it's pretty dope.
Here, show me. I'm curious. Like it makes me think. It makes me
You
think
can
of
do
like a
whatever you want
snow
to.
globe, honestly. But could be wrong, or is it similar?
It kind of is.
Huh.
So let's just about the future of gaming.
Overwatch League is dying, but then again, this is old news. And how does Activision Blizzard respond? Call of Duty League for more money.
It's just
Yeah.
The
Also,
name of Overwatch League, Look, as a guy who used to run an organization, it's one thing where they don't directly support your minor league development player scene. That's I get that. It's another thing where you go out of your way to kill the developmental scene, so that the only teams that are developing players are the Overwatch League teams, and even they pulled out of contenders. So there's no one at Blizzard saying we should develop these players so when they become bigger and popular, we could bring them up and bring them into the Overwatch League. Because all the hype was around Sinatra for 3 years, and now that he's won, who's the next big thing? Oh yeah, there is no next big thing, because XQC doesn't play anymore. And they're losing their ESPN deal, but that's that's a pretty big thing. That's the only thing that makes them relevant.
Just
And
got
their
a
Twitch
job.
deal goes, and their Twitch deal expires too. And
What'd
Twitch,
you say?
from what I've been told, Twitch is not interested in opting them again.
Just got a job. 20-year-old artist working
no.
drive-through at McDonald's.
Oh boy.
I'll have 2 chicken sandwiches, one with no tomato. Which one do you not want the tomato on? Some brief silence and a muffled sound. Either one, man. Messed up their change, too.
Spelled 2 wrong.
I need more Reavers of destruction.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Love that one.
Also, I think this is the first time.
Griffin, what did you just post in chat about Carl Weezer?
Carl Weezer?
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh.
stop with the. Oh my gosh! Yeah, if you were here earlier.
It's not talk, it's
Alias, dude.
Oh,
Jumping off on the whole esports thing, I think the biggest issue is, quite frankly, the amount of money you make versus the amount of money it takes to even run a team. Most esports orgs run at a loss. If most organizations run at a loss, it's not a sustainable model. Simple as that.
Yes and no, it depends. The lower tier organizations operate as far as their sponsors will let them go. Teams like Liquid, Cloud9, Immortals, and there's one more. That's North American based. I'm going off of. I think it's EG. I'm pretty sure it's EG. They have the way that they've built their teams. They build them up and they'll sell them at top dollar. Like Cloud9 is infamous for building up top rosters, top players, and then selling them for top dollar, and then redoing the process. But they're worth around. Last year, they're worth around 300 million.
As far as League of Legends is concerned, Cloud9 is the only team that has that reputation. Every other team, the big AAA teams, they lose tons of money.
Liquid
So
doesn't.
eventually, the investors are going to wake up and see, on an operational level, there's no way to make money here. And then they're just going to cut off the tap.
Liquid, G2, Fnatic, Cloud9, SK Telecom, Invictus, FPX, and Immortals do not operate at losses. I know that for a fact. I'm big in these.
I've heard facts to the contrary. So unless they've got like publicly available financials,
They don't. I know people within Immortals, so they got back into it by buying Optic. That's the reason that they may be in the negative. But as far as their operation within League of Legends, they're not at a loss. Immortals wouldn't go into it if they were losing money.
That comes as a surprise.
Ever since Noah Winston he wasn't ousted, he removed himself from being the president of the company. They've taken a new approach to it. I don't get why he hired someone to fire him, essentially, which is still the weirdest thing. But he's still on their board. They're looking. Well, I mean, also they're looking to sell. They have to sell the Houston Outlaws. They can't have 2 Overwatch League teams. But what I'm being told, they want to sell both of them. But that doesn't come as a shocker to me. What came as a shock to me is that they bought Optic to get into Call of Duty and into League, which I'm like, you're spending $40 million to spend another $30 million to possibly get back maybe 40, maybe. So you're just basically saying, here's $35 million, we're back in League, and I'm like, just why? You could have just bought the Echo Fox slot. And then
I'm just eating popcorn while just listening to all of this.
No, this is good. This is good. No, I like this.
Then Evil Genius came in
A really,
and
really
quite
good
literally
great
said,
text.
here's a blank check. Are we back in League? Are we in League now? But League has a good model. Dota, I'm CS:GO is my thing. So CS:GO, players with the most money out of the league, but the top players get the most in League because you'll get like your Impact, your Fakers, your like your top players will make 3 or 4 million, but your mid-tier players will get anywhere from 175 to 200,000. Hashtag Cloud9. Or you go to Liquid. Or
I
Liquid,
think that 2 or 3 years ago, the average, quote unquote, was 85 grand.
yeah, well, I mean, that keeps going up, depending on, like, especially in League. Except if you're, there's 2 orgs that I hate for this reason. CLG, because the CLG is just notoriously stingy. And so is TSM. The TSM, like, I don't know if they've changed recently, but for a while, I mean, that was their issue in Counter-Strike. Their issue in Counter-Strike was, after their Danish team became Astralis, what was that? Like, after that, they went minimalist with their roster, and it's like, you can tell, like, they are not putting any money into this roster. And, like...
The money for TSM's roster always went to making acquisitions to, turn the team around or make the team better back when TSM was a top team. However, as many smarter people have pointed out, there's some fundamental issues in terms of how that org is run. That make it such that by importing in new players or getting new players in, you're not fixing the fundamental issue. So, I mean, I think they announced some new roster moves this year, some big signings.
They got Kobe
last year. They actually invested in some Turkish talent, so good on them. But
they got Turkish talent?
Oh, Broken Blade.
Oh, Broken Blade's Turkish? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he came from the TCL. Ironic.
I didn't know
incidentally, that's also where Caps came from.
Caps is from the that's news. I didn't know Caps was Turkish from the Turkish league.
Well, maybe not Turkish, but definitely from the TCL. Hold on, let me double check this.
Yeah, because the whole thing with my issue with TSM is their owner, and I know it was from Counter-Strike, so I don't know how it was in the league. Whenever they would have owners meetings at Counter-Strike events, they have 2 meetings. One with the TSM owner, where nothing would get done, and he would act like he knows everything, and one without the TSM owner, where it actually get work done. And then about a month later, when he found this out, he, the whole like Sean Gares, hey, we didn't want to do this, and then he's like, well, I thought my players would want to do this, and then they're like, we're not your players, we play for your org, you don't own us. Okay, and then he's like, you're right, we don't, because you're not on the team anymore. And they're like, cool, thanks.
Actually, I just confirmed that Caps, he's a Danish player, but he used to play for Dark Passage.
Oh, okay. And Dark Passage, yeah, I know them from Counter-Strike. That is a Turkish organization.
Yeah. To answer your point, oh god, I haven't... I mean, they have a reality TV show, so if anyone who's, like, really into that, they can watch that reality TV show. I believe it comes out on, a semi-weekly basis. You can get, all of the edited scenes, the curated sort of image, and within them, there are plenty of instances of Reggie more or less stepping in. I mean, I'm not sure if that's much today. I don't follow it as much, but Season 4, Season 5, if there was anything wrong in the team, he would swoop down and try to fix the problem himself, and it would usually end up not so much eviscerating, but...
that's a good word.
It worked in the short run. As a Band-Aid fix, it worked. The guy understands League very well and understands people management.
I remember
but you were never able to develop a coach. You would never be able to develop a strong coach in that environment because your boss could always swoop down at a moment's notice and basically get rid of all your authority.
Well, there's one player, I forget, it was Wild Turtle. They were in a sprint bus. They just lost a huge tournament. And Reggie's right next to him and just starts in front of the other players. And he just starts ripping into this guy.
Season 2, yes. Yeah. I remember that clip.
And then I forget, someone else tries standing up for him, and he's like, no, shut up. He needs to hear this. He f***ed up. And I'm sitting there it's like, I have a Bachelor of Science in Sports Management. I own an organization. That is not how you talk to any player if you want to get the best out of them. That's how you talk to someone when you're getting rid of them. Or you're getting fired. That's not how you talk to someone you want to actually help out. You don't roast him in front of a fucking camera, or or the rest of the team who's going to sit there and say, "This could happen to any of us."
Yeah, that clip was very hard to watch. That was back in Season 2.
I felt terrible for the guy.
There's a lot of Season 2 content that they put out there that really hasn't aged that much. But at the same time, that was 7 years ago. I'd like to think that people have grown and evolved in 7 years.
I would, but then I had an interview. I heard an interview with Reggie maybe like a year or two. Or he referred to the players on his organization as my players, and I'm like, no, there's not. Just like when we had players contract under our org, they are not my players. They are contracted to play under the org, but I do not own the players.
If you are the org, though, if you are like the org's
What?
goodwill is your own goodwill, is it really a distinction that you can make?
I would never. If any good owner does not refer to the players as my players, and that's across sports. If you hear owners say my players, that owner is notorious, is just terrible, or that owner literally just does not like that person. And I've seen instances where they don't like the person, and they'll say that player, like I own that player, like they can say what they want, I own them, but that's in regards to if the player says I want to leave this team. Then the owners can come out and say, yeah, guess what? I have a contract that says you can't leave. But they'll never say you're my player, because then that puts the rest of the players like, oh, that's what you think of us? I'm not playing for you anymore either. And you can say, well, you have a contract. Like, cool. What's that contract say? If I don't play, I don't get paid. I have no problem with that. Bench me.
Oh, okay. Interesting perspective. Hadn't considered that.
Yeah. The problem is in the lower tier scene, especially in Counter-Strike, a lot of players think they're worth more than they are.
Oh God, not even in lower tier, like in League, like some of the higher challenger players that are like potential prospects, quote unquote, the ego is like
ridiculous.
Yes, a friend of mine ran an org. I won't mention names or anything because I'm not in the business of putting people under the bus.
Don't.
We went to a tournament and he had asked all his players that because we got a couple of sponsors to just write, a thank you to the sponsors for giving us some stuff, like sponsoring us, and they would have given some samples, just like a quick thank you email. It was like pulling teeth to get these players to write emails. He's like, some players like, well, why would I do that? I don't get it. Like, doesn't make sense. Why would I get them just because I gave us some pills? Like
those are people that I'm like, those are people that will never make it unless they have a huge, a huge attitude change.
Well, this was like 5 years ago, and said player still hasn't made it. So.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I'll use there's two players, one in Counter-Strike, one in League, XQC, or not in League, in Overwatch, XQC. XQC came into Overwatch, and it's like, well, this guy's really good, he's pretty cool. Turns out he's extremely toxic. He doesn't learn from his toxicity, and if you bench him, apparently he just talks your organization. Now he's a top streamer on Twitch, which is great for him. He's his own boss, he's his own janitor, he's his own. He probably has a managing team, but the point is, he had his shot. He found a way to make it work elsewhere. Then there are the players that don't make it work elsewhere. I just had his name in Counter-Strike. There's a guy named Kusta, who's actually now on Gen G, ironically enough. Simple, who's one of the best players in the world. Last year he was the best. Was on Liquid. He was going back home to Russia. He was homesick, and this guy comes up. This guy Kusta is like, "Oh, I'm gonna make them forget about Simple." Blah blah blah. Like he's talking all this. And he's on the first season of E-League, and he does terribly. And one of the color commentators, who was a streamer also, former player, keep in mind, so they're in the building, they can hear, the players can hear them talking, and this guy goes absolutely in on this kid. And the kid's looking at him like he can hear him. He's like, this guy talks so much about how he's going to replace this guy, he's going to take over the role, and all he's done is showing people how immature he is, how inconsistent of a player he is, and just how much of a difference a great player who can learn to a guy who talks the talk and can't walk it. And I'm like, ordinarily I would say that's not right, but he talks so much that, if he's going to learn, it's going to be through this. And he turned out to be a different player. Now he's a support player. He won't get the credit for all the kills, but he'll make all the small plays correctly, and he learned. So he showed, hey, you know what? I f***ed up. I'll go back to the drawing board. But there's so many players that don't do that. And I'm not just talking about rookies. There are veterans who don't do that, and
like me.
Yeah.
No, for example, I know a guy in Linear. You know who Darshan is? You heard of Darshan?
Yes, he was the top laner for was it Coast?
TLG.
Followed up by he went to Dignitas back when they had that good run in season 4, and then he eventually moved over to CLG, and he was basically a stable player. And as I understand it, he's also currently the rep for like the Players Union type of thing.
Right. So he lives about 40. Well, he lived about 45 minutes away from me. My friends who are big in the league are really good friends with him. Like you said, he was a staple, but he was never going to be that. This guy's going to win this for you. But he understood that. He was never he. You can want to be the best at anything you want to be the best at, but you also need to understand within that. It's like in Counter-Strike, for example. It'll be like, Bobby, what the fuck?
What?
What you just post?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
not me.
Anyway, there's players who will come in there. Like there's a player on MIBR.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I don't know where it's supposed to. Don't want to know.
Don't. It's not worth it. But what ends up happening is Taco gets all this. He gets so much shit talked about him, not because he's a nice guy, but he plays a support role. He's very good at the support role. He's not going to be the guy who puts 50 kills a game, but he'll make sure the guys who are the best players on the team get the room they need. He'll make sure he clears the room, and he'll get killed. The other guy gets 2 kills. They take the site. They win the round. But when he left the team, they did so poorly. And they're like, "Holy crap! Like this guy's like really important." Everyone's performance suffered. He came back, and they started doing better. So now it's like, yeah, you don't know what you have till it's gone. They knew what he had. That guy actually wanted to leave, but they were like, everyone talking shit about this guy just because he's not a highlight reel player. Like, you don't know how to play this game.
You need your role players. You can't have too many chefs in a kitchen. It's the same thing. Well, heck, in normal sports, only one person can have the puck or the ball at the same one time.
It's like FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan Counter-Strike in late 2017. They built a super team. They won 5 or 6 tournaments in a row, and they choked in the major. And it's like, well, that was your one shot to win because, your Cinderella story, your honeymoon period's over. Now you got to learn how to really play with each other.
That, and I'm having a really hard time keeping up with a precedent in League of Legends where a full star-studded roster actually did very well.
What?
I'm really having a hard time.
What?
What the fuck? G2.
I don't know.
To be fair, that shouldn't have worked the way it did. You'd never take the guy who's the second best mid laner in the world and you say, we're going to bring in the best mid laner and we're moving you to ADC. There's no world where that should work, but it's a testament to how good Perks is, where it's like, you know what? Yeah.
Not only that, but it gives him some interesting intangibles in terms of, he can play. He has a different mindset for playing the game. He's not just a plug-and-play AD carry. He's used to playing it from the other end in terms of how he's going to space and everything else. And
then FPX was like 3-0.
Well, FPX shut them down because FPX read them. Yeah, they just read them, and they had a playstyle where they would shut down G2 early. Like,
I was watching
their mid laner is, as much as he's not the greatest mid laner, he works for that team. He works for that team, and they have a style that stylistically was perfect match to G2.
Yeah, I will say though, watching that, I'm like, as soon as the first 10 minutes of game 1 went by, I'm like, they're going to get absolutely stomped this series.
That was the most disappointing finals in quite some time. Well, actually, most of them are disappointed, but it's more the fact I actually woke up early to watch that.
Me no, my friend and I did too. Are you East Coast, West Coast, or Central?
I'm East Coast, so I was up at 6 in the morning to watch it, and I drive over to my buddy's place, and
3-0.
I'm like, to be fair, it's not the first time they've had a terrible final because League doesn't have that great of a seeding system, and Riot has more or less officially stated they would rather have a very surprising Worlds tournament than a Worlds where we have a lot of really good games.
Y'all are talking about.
To be fair, these were 2 of the best teams in the world. It was them and I think what was it, SKT? No, it wasn't. It was Invictus, right? SKT was like 1 tier below, and when I say that, I'm like, Faker and friends were 1 tier below because Faker's still just Faker's not fair. Faker's not fair.
Well,
I saw
okay,
four
Faker's
players on a
dropped
team
off.
a day.
Faker. This isn't season 3, season 4, season 5. Like,
Right, but he's still just
he's
like
good, but he even all the Korean analysts are saying he's not the best mid laner in Korea right now. Like
Who is
none of
it?
them are saying Faker was number 1.
who are they saying was number 1 now? The guy on I know his name and I keep forgetting that. Damn it! The guy on the guy on Griff. The guy.
Yeah, the guy on Griffin.
Is it Jungle or whatever his name is or no?
Hold on.
Or is he their ADC? Oh, Tarzan. That's what I'm thinking of.
No, that's no. Hold on. I think it was either. I think it was Chovy. Hold on. Yeah, I forget the name. But long story short, nobody was hyping Faker as the best mid laner coming from Korea.
I would say in Worlds, there's no player I'd want more than a Faker. I saw him. So his team's taking out Baron. He's holding off 4 guys. He hasn't used his flash. He keeps them all busy. His team kills Baron. He kills one guy and then flashes. And I'm like, you just faked out an entire team. In Worlds.
Which game was this?
I forget which game it was in Worlds. It was this year. His team kills Baron, and I forget if he killed one of them or if he just held all 4 of them at bay. Essentially, if that happened to me playing League, I would never play League again. Or I can't kill, or 4 of us can't kill one person, and this team kills Baron, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never touching this game again.
I'd have to go over the VOD at that point, because there's so many factors that go into that. Like, is that Faker, or is that just the game state and the champion he was playing at the time?
No, it was Faker. Faker intentionally, Faker was like, I don't know, I thought at first Faker got caught off guard, but then I'm like, wait, his team's at Baron, and then he's like here, he's like, I thought he's gonna spot them and then like hold them off and like go back a bit. He's like spots them, runs up to them, and he's not using any of his abilities. He's just like evading them, and then he uses his flash. And I'm like, but I will say in the semifinals they fucked up a lot against Invictus. Wait, no, they didn't face Invictus. They faced Invictus in the quarters. No, they didn't. They faced G2 in the semis.
Hold on, let's bring up the bracket right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I remember they were saying.
I'm bringing up the bracket now.
Slap.
Hold on. Go to schedule.
Hobby, you come down from a high yet?
Be me, 8 years old.
Yes.
Want to know what happens to poop if you don't flush it down the toilet?
No!
I'm going to continue with this.
Just let him read it. It's good.
Crap in McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Leave it on the shelf in my closet. A few months later, forgot all about the toy. Woken up at 2 a.m. by a loud bang, followed by the worst smell of poop possible. Parents are also woken up and are panicking. 911 is called. Police arrived and the explosion is traced back to the closet. Closet is open. Poop everywhere. Suddenly remembered the McDonald's toy. Turns out the McDonald's toy was a container. Turns out the McDonald's toy container was airtight and kept all the gas from the decomposition until the thing reached critical pressure and exploded.
Oh, fuck.
Entire second floor smells like poop now. My face won.
I'm loving it.
That's
Here's
actually
another good one.
horrible.
Anyways, I look at the bracket right now. SKT made it to semis where they ran into G2, and G2 was just able to style
This
on
one's
them.
better.
Yeah, that was
I'll
where
read
I
it
thought
after
G2
they,
would have a shot. And I even going into that world, so I'm like, even this game one could be a throwaway. If they come back game 2, and then after, like I say, like 10 minutes into the game, I'm like, they're going to get 3-0'd. Like, this is stupid. I got up for nothing.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was actually just like, no way.
Just take the
This
sad
team
inhale.
that I've never seen before comes up and just wipes everybody out.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen that team before. Like, ever.
FPS was one of the favorites. Even though after the first round of Worlds, they were upset by AHQ, is it? Or is it
J Team, and
JT?
it was more the fact that they had a super easy bracket, and even within that bracket, they didn't look so good.
I remember they just had like
people had
diving.
people had more. There was more hype around Invictus Gaming and Royal. And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the round robin system because I would have liked to see Fnatic or Royal play more best elimination games. Like, I don't think Splice is a top 8 team. Splice was not a top 8 team.
Oh, they're not. I agree with you 100%. They're not.
But they made it in because of the way they do the bracket.
Even I remember how they were calling the match against SKT, and or was it SKT they faced? And I think it was, and everyone was like,
and it wasn't. No one thought Splice had a chance.
right, and everyone in the announcers are like, you know what, they got here. This is all that matters. I'm like, this is the world's quarterfinal. This is not how you should be talking about a quarterfinal. It's how you talk about a world's opening match. You know, for a last place qualifying team. You know, it's a quarterfinal. Like it's like in the NFC Championship game or like the semifinals of the NFL playoffs, saying, "Well, a team got here; they're lucky to get here." No, they earned their spot here. Splice earned their spot despite horrible seeding, but at the end of the day, you know, they were very fortuitous of
Well, they
being in
lucked
the right
out
place
with
at the right
which
time.
bracket they were in. They lucked
Right.
out in terms of the pool they got seeded because you put you give Splice the pool that Fnatic had. Fnatic
they're
would have
done.
made it out, and they would have been a much more competitive series.
Which was Fnatic in the group of death? It was Fnatic, G2, and no, was it?
I can actually let you know. Yes, it was the group of death where you had Royal, SKT, Fnatic, and then Clutch was just there.
Oh, I remember that. I think Clutch was the one where Clutch is the one where they didn't ban they didn't ban fake they didn't ban the one champ that like in Korea. This champ's an auto ban, and the off chance you're facing Faker. I think it's no, not forget it. I forget the name. It's like a 3-letter name. But it's like it's an auto ban in Korea because the off chance you face Faker. And I'm sitting there asking my friend who's like he's from South Korea. I'm like, that's a joke, right? He's like, why the fuck would I say that? Why would I say that if it's a joke? I'm being deadly serious.
Clid the name of their jungler.
Who?
Clid's the name of their jungler.
Right, I'm forgetting the champion that
I heard.
Hey, baby named Clip, but they ain't getting no.
No, Clid, not Clid.
Oh, I'm
Javi.
gonna
Javi, read it.
I mean, hold on.
Clid.
Stop with the.
I can't do it right now. But you know what? Cook. I want you to read this.
Okay, fine. I'll read in my commentary voice. Oh, fuck. Alright. Radio voice. I dropped out of school in 10th grade about 6 years ago, and I've decided to share with you guys the story because why not? In history class, learning about the Cold War or whatever. Sitting next to my crush, who was a 10 out of 10, suddenly feeling a massive urge to fart. Remember that if you spread your ass and fart, it'll make no noise. Gotta think fast. Ask the sub to use the restroom. Get to the hall. No time, I gotta do this now. Drop my pants and bend over, spreading my
What?
out of sight of class door, but I can still hear what's happening. Here's sub ask my crush to take the attendance down. Oh, fuck, PNG. She walks out into hall. I'm standing there with my ass out. Just then the fart I was holding in comes out. No silent, just sort of a psh sound. It was long. She screams and runs into class and snitches on me. Pull up pants and run away from school. Next day, get called into the dean's office. Deny everything. They pull security footage.
Oh, no.
Get expelled. Then to get charged with for exposing my ass. My crush. Mommy doesn't make attend another school. Been working part-time jobs ever since. What's your story, Anon?
Oh my god! What happened?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That is quite the predicament right there.
It's one of my favorites right now.
Bruh, alright. Alright,
Now-
where's green text?
I can't even believe that.
I just had to happen
Green
to
text
G2.
scenarios are so weird because, like, there's no way it could be real.
No,
Oh,
no way.
It's like this
Nah,
one.
that one's not. That one I don't think is real.
Study a foreign language in secret. Study really hard for a couple of years. Vocabulary, grammar, the whole 9 yards. Never tell a soul. Hide all of your resources for the target language. Talk with native speakers using an alternate Skype/Discord, but never tell them about your life so as to not trace back to you. Become a master of this language. One day go to a public place like grocery store. Pretend to slip, fall, faint. When you come to what is this grammar? When you come to only speak in your target language and act like you don't understand English anymore. Bruh.
Wow.
Wow.
What was the one where the dude takes a Swedish cruise and he like craps like 3 pythons and then the toilet's clogged.
What?
So
Oh yeah!
And so he tries to
Wait.
He tries to get, like,
What? This person like swallowed a whole python?
No, like,
he
long
let
turds.
loose.
He let loose like 3 long turds, and it clogged the toilet. So he goes out of the out of his room to find room service, but he can't speak Swedish, so it's like awkward. So she just grabs her, he just grabs her wrist and takes her into the bathroom, right? And she he gestures to the toilet, and he flushes it, and it flushes down perfectly.
Mommy, look, I did it. I'm not your mom, and you're 25 years old.
I'm gonna report you to security.
You know, stories like that are of such a nature that it's so incredulous. There's definitely a real basis for it. It's just, it's probably one of those things that's like 90% real, 10% fake. Like
so
the whole, like the story you just read earlier.
The one yesterday was priceless.
Most of that probably did
Which
happen.
one is probably real?
Yeah,
Read
the
the
other
sandwich
story
one.
probably did happen. I just don't think
Someone-
it got expelled.
Linear, just listen to the sandwich one. I will read the sandwich one if I can find it. If I can find it.
Is it the one that we were reading like what 2 days ago?
Last night.
Yesterday, we read it yesterday.
Happened last night also.
I'm scrolling up for it right now.
It's
Yeah,
in the
I am
other
too.
chat.
How much posting did we do last night?
A lot, dude.
Oh my god! And there's I remember. I forgot we started posting just the same thing over and over again.
And then you spammed me. So
Oh, no,
that's a lot
you
of
spammed
a lot of salami.
Spend the hell out of my fucking channel here. Or channel.
Was it in this one? No, it wasn't even in this one.
I remember you did.
No, it was in the other one. That's why I just went through everything so quickly. I'm on November 25th.
Hold on, I think I found it. Did I?
Let me
Yes,
see.
I found it. All right,
Read it.
listen up. Be me. Time to have a good old Faruno to pass some time. Put my headphones in and look up some.
What?
Find some other video. It is good. Get out my little rocket, preparing for liftoff. Drinking away like there's no tomorrow. Here it comes. I cook heaps. Enough splooge to take me to the moon. Well, time to clean up. Suddenly, my supersonic post-wank hearing picks up something. Someone is coming up the stairs. Oh, red alert. Gotta clean fast. Check drawers. Past me, you piece of Clean up tissues all used out. Turn to my left. Half uneaten sandwich from earlier. Perfect. Pick up sandwiches, start tapping it around to clean it up.
Oh my god.
What the was I thinking? At least it's semi doing the job. Crumbs everywhere. I severely underestimated how quickly I could clean up. Door swings open and Dad comes in with fresh laundry. Stops in shock. I'm sprawled on the bed with a semi and a cum-covered sandwich. He mutters, "What the?" And quickly walks out of the room. Oh, what the do I do now? 10 minutes of basking in guilt until I decide to take down my soggy sandwich to bin it. Slowly go into kitchen. Dang, no one's in there. Leave sandwich on the side for a second. All that sandwich decoration had me thirsty. Pouring drink. Suddenly here, I'm guessing you're not gonna eat this. Turn around to see my mom munching away. Oh my god, what do I say? Before I can say anything, Dad walks into the kitchen. Looks at Mom, looks at sandwich, looks at me. My face went. I run out of the house. And now I'm posting this on my phone.
Oh my god. No way. That's so bad.
That was sad, man. That was
I'm
sad.
That is the worst one I've ever heard yet.
Okay, I'm sorry here, but I thought it was like standard practice that you have a Kleenex box next to your bed.
Oh my
That or a
God.
sock
Or a bandana.
that you fuck your girl in.
What if you don't have one?
I'm sorry, but once that thing is on and it's done its job, it ain't going back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry,
No,
no.
I have two questions of that story, even though I've heard it for 2 times now. One,
Why?
But yes, you should have something to fire. Second,
Why?
what the fuck is that half-eaten sandwich? Like, why? Is it only good enough to eat half of it?
Alright, here's another one. Be me. 15. First job. Golf course. Do a little bit of everything. Random Saturday in July. Prepping for a golf outing. Manager asks me to put pop in a bucket with ice. Picture related. Why would she want me to do this? Ask her. Just put the pop in the bucket, Anon. Okay, I just don't. It's not that hard. Just put it in the bucket with ice. Okay. Begin opening pop. Open can by can. Pouring pop into a bucket with ice. I get about 75 cans in. Can't figure out why I'm doing this. Manager opens up the door. What the f are you doing? She demonstrates for me. Just put the cans in the bucket with ice. My life sucks. Think about how many people had a keg at my expense that night.
Keck.
Javi, read the one I just posted.
Hey,
in
Hold on. This is
That
one
can't
more.
be real. That cannot be real.
I'm inclined to believe that they are real because there's no way people are this fucking stupid.
Be in preschool. Uncircumcised.
Wait.
Let Cook read this one. Let Cook read this one.
Hold on,
And
there's
then
one more I want to read.
Be in
let's
preschool.
God.
Be in
Fine, okay.
preschool.
You already...
Uncircumcised. Of course, I'm Jewish and uncircumcised for record. Be in preschool, uncircumcised. Kid notices in bathroom. Later that day in a group with other boys and girls. Kid says my p for it. All the kids want to see, show them. They want to touch it. Why not? Let them.
Oh my
Oh,
Go repeatedly and touch the head. Feels good, man. That JPG. My
no. I can't hear.
Go screen. Female teacher comes over. Oh shit. Kids' parents are informed, and that was the end of my teaching career.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not laughing because of the story. The face that's associated with this story is so hard to not laugh at when you're reading this.
What am I listening to? What am I spending my evening doing?
Very good
good.
sex stories.
I'm surprised you're not laughing along with us, man.
Javi, did you hear this one?
I find it amusing, but I also find it amusing in a face-palmy way. And right now, my urge to face-palm is exceeding my urge to laugh.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright.
It's been, you get used to it. Trust me, I used to be that guy, and I still sort of am. That's pretty much the end of that story.
Go for it, Javi.
Okay, my favorite one's on the other one. Clean my in the shower. Dry it off with toilet paper after I get out. There's still poop. How?
What? Huh?
Sorry, is there more
What
to
is
this?
the one where it's like, I eat toilet
reread
paper,
that.
I poop
I
out the
missed
toilet paper, my butt is not clean? Well, why?
Lawai.
Why?
What?
What is it? PewDiePie Lawai?
Alright.
Why or like ooh, but like
Why?
Ooh,
No, I
Alright.
just stuttered when saying why.
Here's
the old
one more
camera
from
app.
me. This one was posted by my brother Fry Buddy there.
Hey, Fripp.
They kicked down my door. I have dragon hanging from the ceiling, just in case the state come. They fight their way through the There are casualties. They bust down my bedroom door. I'm wearing a G-string, backwards. Covering myself in olive oil. Extra oil on my balls. Playing with my nipples.
What the
Is possible. Your move, Mr. Lawn Man! Those cops
I'm
never be the
face-palming that
same.
one.
This one's bad, though.
That one's just wrong.
What am I listening to?
I
Yeah,
think
all
Lean, you're saying the same thing.
Here's another one.
Oh boy.
This one I actually remember by memory. No, this one I remember by memory. I don't even need it.
You remembered in your memory.
Yes, anyways. It's literally,
Is anyone else
At
not
the beach.
hilarious?
listen, at the
Well,
beach.
technically, people don't have
God damn
memory.
it.
Machines have memory. People
Shut.
have recollection.
Can you not listen here? You literal
Liberal.
person. I said literal, not
That one's
literal.
casual.
This is a liberal.
Anyways, alright. Alright,
He's an
at
idiot.
beach. God
So,
damn
how
it.
about the weather these days? Like, you know,
Anakin, I'm trying to expose the lies of the Jedi, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my hands keep alerting the Senate.
Bro, no!
What the fuck? No, you stop. No, stop.
Dude.
Force shot.
No!
Well, this is an interesting story. I don't know if this one's like as funny as the rest that we've done, but this one's pretty interesting.
Look how we
Yeah.
went to like serious gaming talk into like this comedy.
I know.
I mean, unless Linear, you got anything more to
You're
add?
still streaming, aren't you?
Yes,
Yes.
he is. Anyways,
That's gold.
what's this one here?
This channel is called streaming, therefore
I wouldn't say
presume
it's
that the
as
stream
funny,
was
but it's a
going.
very interesting story.
Who made
Go
this
ahead,
into
read
the
it.
channels by their objective? That's stupid.
Just continue. Continue reading.
No, that was it. If someone's like, hey, I'm playing this game, let's change to this channel. If we're on one channel, fuck that. We're in this one channel. Now, if we're
American.
playing competitively and we need to be on two different teams and two different channels,
Alright,
that's a
listen.
different story.
Boy,
This OCD.
be American. Internet is blocked.
Okay,
Or
Al Gore.
go outside, get shot.
Get shot.
Which is Detroit?
Yes. Be in school. Be in school. My crush high fives me. Go into the bathroom. Jack. She technically gives me a hand later.
Yeah, there are.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you? That's just wrong.
That's,
What the fuck?
to me, that's just sad. Like,
That's just weird.
that's just sad to me.
I'll get a Reno from the Crush Arena in the bathroom at the school arena.
Your goddamn laugh is gonna kill me one day.
Ah, nice finisherino.
Shut up.
Gotta play.
Live in Virginia, work in North Carolina. See you later, Virginians.
What? Did you hear Cook just now?
No, not really. I heard him, but I didn't know. Oh my gosh, King, are you drinking?
Drinking water.
Are you sure you didn't have any more of those edibles? Well,
Bro, I had the edibles after I finished playing Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3? I wish! Splatoon 2.
Okay, I just read what you just said, like the anonymous thing. I'm just like, this is the stupidest I've read in quite some
Dude,
time.
these are the best things ever.
yeah.
Like,
This last one, the latest one I just posted just now, is you, Holly.
go to Christmas dinner. Family tries to set me up with
More
somebody
furries,
again.
Oh god.
No, listen. Oh, I should actually.
No,
Oh,
no, don't.
Which one of you just made my dog bark?
Be me, bored AF. Decide to try out Omegle and with some furries. Create a fake identity as some big dragon girl. That feel when people don't actually immediately leave. Find another dragon girl by chance. Ask if they want to have dragon RP. They say yes. That feel when 5 minutes in, I forget that I'm here to troll and have a boner. Fellas, what does this mean?
It means you've discovered who you're meant
Anyways, Linear, as you were saying.
You took a long, you took an abnormal route, but you've discovered who you were meant to be. That's what happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's time to play with your.
Calling him.
Time to play with your This big become the big
Alright.
Another
Why
good
my
one.
card?
This pleases the
Okay, let me
I
try this
wanna
one.
have a
Oh
crack
my
at reading
God,
this.
Okay, I'll be reading
I wanna
this. A few years ago.
No, let him read it, let him read
For
it.
family.
Let Linear read it.
Yeah, let me
He-
Yeah,
go for
A
it.
few years ago, be cooking for family. Dish has to sit in the oven for a few hours. Have to do something upstairs while dish is in the oven. Decide to jerk while I'm upstairs. Dish is ready. Remember that I have to chop some dill as garnish. Hurry downstairs. Quickly chop dill and grab it with the hand that I just sprinkle it over the dish. My family ate food that I touched with my filthy
Feels, what the man?
What does MFW
My
stand for?
face when.
Oh.
My
My face one.
My
Or my
face
feel one. It's
No, whatever, works.
Pretext. Oh my god, that one's bad.
Post it and I'll read it. Just post it, I'll read it.
No, I was talking about the one that was recently.
The one with the furry.
Oh, that's a sad one. I don't want that one.
Oh.
Did I save this one?
I think so. You God. Anyways, Lena, did you find what you're looking for? What you wanted to tell Cook about the esports thing, or I forgot what it was.
That was 20 minutes ago.
I forgot what it was. He went to look for
It's
something.
okay. It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right. I guess this is getting too good.
The esports discussion is like down.
This is over.
To the ground.
Yeah,
It
here
ain't
we go.
coming back.
No.
Oh, God,
It ain't
this
coming
image.
back.
But okay, here we go.
No, it's good.
Be me.
It's okay.
14. Oh, God.
Wait,
Be
what-
me.
oh, no.
14. Have a crush on 10 out of 10 cutie 3.14.
Cutie pie.
Sure.
Listen, the one.
Sit next to her. Someone made a joke that we should be together. I would never date a non. Everyone started laughing and making fun of me. After school, I cried myself to sleep. Decided to take revenge on her. Started eating expired food and didn't for days.
Oh, I know this
In
one. I
school,
know this
took
one.
her backpack in break time while she wasn't watching. Go to the bathroom. She gets diarrhea right in her backpack. I got back to the classroom and left everything as it was. Class started. She opened her backpack to get her textbook, screaming.mp4. She got a panic attack and started going crazy. Everyone started laughing and making fun of her. She moved schools after that. I hope she learned her lesson. My face when I got expelled from school for doing that.
That's actually.
That's
Oh.
How did I find out it was you?